In general, this approach to assessing the situation is obvious, and we see it that way. But how do those who directly make decisions see this situation? And let's start with the Turkish side, since it was the force which has provided fraternal assistance to Azerbaijan and whose technological supremacy, standing out not only from the Armenian but also from the Russian army, became the key to the successful process of deoccupation of the Azerbaijani land. Turkish Defense Minister Hulusi Akar said bluntly, "Do not expect Azerbaijan to stop until the fact of the occupation is eliminated and the withdrawal of terrorists and mercenaries from the region is done." Turkey's position was outlined in more detail by the press secretary of the Turkish President Ibrahim Kalin. In an interview with Al Jazeera TV channel, he noted that if the mediators will continue to confine themselves to calls for a ceasefire in the South Caucasus, this will lead nowhere, and noted the following, quote, "For 30 years now, the mediators have not gone further than appeals to maintain the ceasefire, which does not solve the problem. Peace will come to the region only with the withdrawal of the Armenian armed forces from the historical lands of Azerbaijan. Without a detailed plan for deoccupation, it is already possible with almost complete confidence to call the efforts of the mediators failed." According to him, the OSCE Minsk group took very few efforts during its existence to resolve problem in South Caucasus. Turkey is in favor of ending the bloodshed, but the truce must be reliable, which is possible only with the withdrawal of the Armenian army from the territory of Azerbaijan. An important point. The press secretary emphasized the idea that following the deoccupation of Azerbaijani lands, the Armenian community of Nagorno Karabakh will be able to live freely within Azerbaijan and have the rights to religious, cultural, and national identity. However, the most important and clear statement was made by the president of Azerbaijan, Aliyev. I would personally like to hear something similar from the sixth president of Ukraine, but today everyone probably realizes that we will only hear this from the seventh president. Well, what has Aliyev said? Quote, "Today the Azerbaijani army liberated several settlements from occupation. The village of Hadrut, the villages of Kayli, Yukhari-Guzlek, Gorazili, Gishlag, Garajali, Efendilar, Suleymanli, and Sur. We are forcing the enemy to peace. No one can force Azerbaijan to deviate from the intended path. The liberation of these villages and the Hadrut settlement is a historic victory. We receive good news from the front almost every day. Our soldiers and officers perform combat missions at a high level. Operations plans are based on modern principles of warfare. In terms of combat training, the Azerbaijani army has complete superiority on the battlefield. Karabakh is Azerbaijan, and this must be clearly understood in Yerevan. We will return the land by peace or war. This is the last chance for Armenia. I changed the status quo by destroying the defense line created by the Armenian armed forces for 30 years.